Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Weekly Entertainment. Get ready for another week of madcap mayhem and broadcast journalism. We'd like to welcome you back to the wonderful, beautiful, bucolic city of Troy and the CMN TV studios. Well, we have a lot to get to today. We have a brand new segment, which we're going to get to shortly, and we have a great call-in guest today for a breaking news story that, of course, we'll get to. You might remember her, Amy from All Day Buffet. She's going to be joining us in just a short time, and we're going to be talking about the news of the day, the overweight news of the day, the obese news of the day. But anyways, moving right along. Yeah, there's a lot going on in Michigan coming up. Here it is. Spring has sprung, summer's quickly on its way, and the weather has been phenomenal. Well, for Michigan anyways, one day it's 80 degrees, the next day it's snowing. But the great weather's coming, I can promise you that, and there's so much to do out there. But, well, moving right along, the news. Well, it turns out, if you've been following this story, I guess Justin Bieber's in the news again. This is the Justin Bieber show, all Justin Bieber all the time, of course. But apparently he was on tour over in Europe, and his monkey, I don't know what he was doing with a monkey on tour with him, taking him across international borders. And apparently it got confiscated when he was trying to get into Amsterdam, and it's still impounded. It's been almost a month now, and they will not release his monkey. You know, this reporter believes he probably should have tried to smuggle the monkey in the Richard Gere way. Moving right along. Well, you know, I'm guilty of this, and I'm sure a lot of you are also guilty of this out there too. There's a new app for your iPhone, your iPad, whatnot. I personally don't have an iPad or an iPod or an iPhone because I have this old, flip phone from 10 years ago that I still use. Yes, I'm not with the times. I'm still living in the Stone Age. But anyways, are you the type that when you're using the bathroom, when you're doing your business, do you have to run water or turn on the overhead fan or something to cover up the noise of you basically answering nature's call? Well, there's an app for that, as we say in the tech world. Yes, apparently you can download this thing and it makes the sound of rushing water. I mean, how cool is that? And not only does it save you money on your water bills, but it also saves you the embarrassment of people hearing what's going on in there. And it could be a whole wide variety of things. So, I don't have the info right in front of me, but it's an app you can download. I'm sure you can look it up on Google. Well, that's all the time we have for this segment. After this short break, we'll be back, and we're going to get to what you can do this spring coming up. And, of course, we have Carol Teagarden's book. She's one of our favorite guests on the show. Send us an email, and you can win a copy of Strawberry, a book by Carol Teagarden. Well, folks, we'll be back in just a minute. Hello and welcome to another week of Madcap Mayhem and broadcast journalism. Well, as I said in the intro, here it is, springtime in Michigan. The weather's beautiful. And here's a brand new segment on the show that we're going to present to you right now. Here's the things you can do in your own backyard.
Stuff
And I believe we have...
do in your own backyard.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Stuff you can do in your own backyard. Okay. First off, well, me and a very good, close personal friend of mine, we took a little day trip to Frankenmuth, and, it's such a wonderful destination. We are so lucky in Michigan to have Frankenmuth because there's just so much to do there. The food is just absolutely incredible, and I just can't say enough good things about it. Let's start with the photos. Do we have a photo of Frankenmuth? Part of my little trip. Okay, there's Bronner's. That's okay. There we go. So much fun. But up to, I believe, the good part of May, it closes actually it closes at 4, or it closes a lot earlier on the weekends up until the middle of May. So I wasn't lucky enough to actually go to Bronner's, but of course we didn't get there till 7 o'clock. I guess we should have stopped there first. But anyways, if you've ever been to Bronner's, it's just a wonderland of wonderful Christmas stuff, Christmas decorations, and it's open all year round too. It's like Christmas 365 days a year. It's just such a wonderful, cool, happy place, and you can get all these just beautifully crafted glass ornaments and the mouth blown ornaments and just wonderful colorful things that just makes Christmas that much better with a trip to Bronner's. And let's see what's up next on my little journey there. Okay, there's the castle stores. These are kind of a new feature to Frankenmuth as of the last few years. And now this was a blast because it's all set up like a village and you can go exploring and there's all kinds of unique, interesting shops there. So definitely check that out. And this is all fun for the whole family, so you can load the kids up in the car and make a really nice, wonderful day trip to Frankenmuth. And it's only about an hour and a half away from downtown Detroit. Of course, I'm from downriver, so yeah, it only took about an hour and a half. It's just a little past Flint, and it's a really easy drive. Well, let's see what we have next on our journey to Frank. Oh, there's me as the sexy Fraulein. Now there we go. See, isn't that pretty? Yeah. Okay. Let's moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not linger on that one. As you can see, I had some of the Belgian beer at that point. Okay, here we go. Bavarian Inn. Okay, excellent. Looks like, see, I have a full belly there. You can really tell. Yeah. That's why I'm sitting down on the show now instead of standing up. But I'm working on it, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, you want to forget about your diet when you go here because their food is incredible. I cannot say that enough. Just absolutely mind-blowingly good. They have the chicken dinners that they have. Bavarian Inn actually has a wider menu than Zender's right across the street. So if you want something a little more accessible, they have the same chicken dinners though, the same fried chicken dinners at the Bavarian Inn that they do at Zender's. And it's such a great time. Even the waiter had the exact same name as me, so that was cool. I mean, you don't usually find other Rudolphs. And of course, I'm not a chicken person, so I had this wonderful cheeseburger on a Bavarian pretzel bun. It was the best burger I've ever had in my entire life. The pretzel bun made all the difference. Actually, my friend right here is in the studio audience right now. What did you think of the chicken dinner? Was it good? Thumbs up? Okay, excellent. She's giving the thumbs up sign. So yeah, we had an awesome time at the Bavarian Inn. The food is good. There's stuff for the kids. They have a children's menu, so you want to bring the kids to that. And it's really not that expensive. It's really not. It's really this is an affordable trip. So let's move on to the photo, shall we? Okay, that's the end result of the chicken dinner right there. There's just a little bit left on her plate, and I think that's mashed potatoes left over. And but yeah, it definitely gets thumbs up from her. Okay, moving right along. The fudge, the fudge store. There's 3 of them in Frankenmuth. One of them is in the basement. Actually, they even have shops in the basement of the Bavarian Inn, and you can get more. I mean, they have the German Stahlenbread, and I got one of those huge soft pretzels, and it was just incredible. And they also have fudge and wine. But this is the famous Frankenmuth fudge. This is what it all comes down to right here, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the kitchen where you can actually watch them make it. They have the big marble slab tables that they lay out the molten fudge on, and you can watch them chop it all up and everything and make the slices. And it was just a great time. And walking into that store, you can smell the fudge, and it's, oh my God, I want to go back there right now and get some of that fudge. Very excellent. Forget about Mackinac fudge. Frankenmuth fudge is where it's at. Okay, moving right along. The taffy, saltwater taffy. They have another store that has saltwater taffy. That's where they pull the taffy right there, and that's actually right in the window, and you can watch it spin and pull the taffy, and it's really cool. And I did partake in the taffy. I came home with a big paper bag full of all kinds of different flavors, and it was just unbelievable. In the studio audience, what did you think of the saltwater taffy? Good? Thumbs up? Okay, excellent. All right. Yeah, we have a studio audience here today. Let's give her a big round of applause. Okay, moving right along. Fun stuff you can do in your own backyard. What do we have next? What's nicer and more romantic than taking a horse-drawn carriage ride through the city? Look at that. So just beautiful horses. They had 3 of them that day. It was really cold when we went. I mean, the wind was blowing. It was probably 30, 32 degrees, 34 degrees. So, we did not take the horse carriage ride, but I'm sure it's a lot of fun, and it'll be fun for you. It's a great date night if you want to, if you're so inclined. But let's move right along on the photos. Oh, that's it for the Frankenmuth photos. All right. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a great day trip with the family and the kids, Frankenmuth would be a wonderful choice. You can't go wrong. There's so much to do, so much good food, and perfect for Christmas shopping any time of the year. And it really will not break the bank, ladies and gentlemen. So I couldn't recommend that enough. Well, coming up next, May 4th through 5th, Taylor, Michigan. This is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, if you're watching this, will already have been passed, but they still have other events going on. But coming up, you have the Whispering Pines Exotic Animal Show. Can we show a picture of the Taylor Petting Farm? There we go. Yeah, really nice, really big facility. And according to this, you can go and have hands-on experience with exotic animals. So you can touch lizards and snakes, and I guess they have alpacas, and they have camel rides and face painting and all kinds of great stuff for the kids. And I guess it's very inexpensive. That's at the cityoftaylor.com. Maybe we can put that on the website later. But yes, you'll miss the exotic animal show, but they still have things going on all year round. They have the petting zoo where you can go and play with chickens and goats and lambs and all kinds of really fun stuff for the kids. It's also educational too, so you'll definitely want to check that out. Next, I don't know if I want to check this one out. And before we get to the photos, I just want to warn you out there. What you're about to see is real. It is science, but there's small children in the room, you might want to get them out right now. I'll give you you have 3 seconds to get the kids out of the room. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Coming to the Detroit Science Center. Actually, it's been at the Detroit Science Center. I just discovered this just a few days ago, and it really interests me, but I'm still not sure if I want to go see this. But starting December 26th through May 26th, so you still have plenty of time to go down to the Detroit Science Center. It's actually the Michigan Science Center now. It's not just the Detroit Science Center, it's the Michigan Science Center. But they have it's called Bodies Human, Anatomy in Motion, where there we go, right there. That is a real cadaver, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. They take these bodies and put them through what's called a plastinization process, where the whole bodies, individual organs, and transparent body slices are preserved through a polymer impregnation process that replaces fluids with reactive plastics. So every cell in the body, the fluid is taken out and replaced with some sort of plastic. And I know it's strange, but Michael Jackson, actually, that was one of his wishes, is he wanted to be plastinized when he died, and of course that didn't happen. But at the Michigan Science Center, they have this exhibit where you can go and see some of the insides of the human body, everything from the brain. Can we show some examples? And remember, these are graphic, people. Okay, look at that. That's the inside of, an actual human head sliced open, and you can see all the inner workings of it. The brain, the eyes, how the throat works. And, wow, that's, okay, wow. Do we have another one before I throw up? Okay, see, look at that. How the spinal column connects to the brain. That's an actual human. And these will all be on display at the Michigan Science Center. Adults are $20.95 for admission, and children, ages 2 through 12, is $17.95. And but I would seriously give it some thought before bringing the kids, if they're sensitive to that sort of thing, and if they are prone to nightmares. I would strongly suggest maybe thinking twice about this one, because looking at those photos, they're even disturbing to me. And I'm an avid, horror movie fan, and that's actually seeing it in person it's fascinating. Yes, it's kind of strange and disgusting in a way, but on the other, if you look at it from a science point of view, it is quite fascinating. I'm not sure if that's a date night either, but you know, anyways, moving right along. Okay, well, that's all the time we have left for this segment. We're going to take a short break, um, and you can bring the kids back in the room now. And when we come back, we're going to have Amy from All Day Buffet calling in. We're going to have a news story that I think she would be interested in, and we're going to discuss that for a little while. Well, folks, that was stuff you can do in your own backyard. We're going to try to bring this to you every week, and we're going to be covering all these fun events that are taking place in Michigan, in and around. That is correct. And hopefully we're going to send a camera crew down to the Taylor Exotic, Whispering Pines Exotic Animal Show. And Xander's going to try to make an appearance down there and play with some of the alpacas and the lizards, and hopefully he won't try to eat them. So you want to check that out, cityoftaylor.com for that info. And for the human body exhibit, that the website for that is michigansciencecenter.org. If you want more info on the body's human anatomy and motion exhibit, that'll be a very interesting and exciting event, and you still have time to go to that one. And of course, Frankenmuth, I believe it's just frankenmuth.com. I neglected to look that one up, but I'm sure even if you do a Google search on Frankenmuth, Michigan, you can find directions and information on all the little shops and restaurants. And that is all the time we have for this segment. So we're going to take a short break, and we will be back with Amy from All Day Buffet. All right, and welcome back to the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was things you can do in your own backyard. Well, we have a very special call-in guest today. We have Amy from All Day Buffet. Amy, are you with us?
Yes, I am, Rudolph. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great today. Welcome back to the show. We were just talking about things you can do in Michigan, and one of them was Frankenmuth. I'm sure you have been to Frankenmuth and had all the wonderful food there, right?
I have driven past Frankenmuth. I'm not really interested in those types of things.
Oh, really? Really? Because they bring such large portions, and they have such great food there. I thought you being a food connoisseur that you would have been interested in that.
Well, you have a good point, but I get around enough in Oakland, Wayne counties and Macomb counties that there's plenty of food to hit in those areas for me, and I really don't want to waste the gas.
Ah, I see. Oh, I understand on your, I was reading your Facebook, and you were at a buffet the other day. Which one was that you just ate at recently?
Oh, the Golden Corral as usual.
Okay.
I live by one, and hey, why not hit it up? And now that they have hot wings,
Hot
I can
wings.
eat close to 80 hot wings.
Ah.
And I love it. I love dipping them in ranch and just going back for various other side dishes. I really love mashed potatoes. That's my favorite because they're easy to consume. And the macaroni and cheese. And sometimes I'll get some green beans, but those are my favorites. And
Nice.
of course I love all the desserts, but I like to fill up on starches first.
On starches, really? Wow. Well, that's something for another show. But okay, we have a news story that I thought you'd be interested in. I guess everyone knows Rachel Ray. She's the bubbly guru. She has cooking books out, and she has her own TV show. She's a style expert, a food expert, and apparently she had an overweight teen on one of her shows who is now in turn suing her because they apparently, to the story, this woman was coerced into running and hiking up mountains, and I guess they yelled at her and tried to push her really hard, and even after she requested these trainers to stop, and I guess she fell and twisted her ankle or something. No, but to make a long story short, Amy, she's suing Rachel Ray for appearing on her show, on a weight loss show, and they made her work out. How do you feel about that?
Well, personally, I feel like this woman is doing a publicity stunt or something because knew going in that she wanted to lose weight. Now, if I went into a show to lose weight, you know, you have expectations from other people and it's being published on television. Of course, they're going to push you. She should have already known that these were going to be the expectations, especially with, you know, my experience of watching The Biggest Loser and various other weight loss shows of Dr. Oz and things of that nature.
Exactly.
So, you know, I don't really think that what Rachel Ray was doing was right, and just trying to help someone out, and of course put it on national TV because that's her job. And this woman has no valid case in my mind, because I wouldn't put myself out there personally. I'm not ready to change my lifestyle, but if I were to, I would definitely, you know, give people the benefit of the doubt that they're going to be helping me. And in order to lose that much weight, you have to be pushed.
Well,
You
yeah.
know, it's not going to come off by itself.
Right. Do we have a picture of the woman in the studio back there? Okay.
Yeah, I saw the picture of her.
Okay. Yeah, we had a
She's
picture.
not even as heavy compared to me.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I don't see what the big deal was. There. Okay, we're showing a picture of her right now. It shows her, you know, eating a big salad, and she is a very large woman. I got to admit, but you know, I mean, you're right though. It is the lawsuit is frivolous. It is baseless. And well, Amy, you know, you bring up some excellent points, and we definitely want to have you every week on the show. But that's all the time we have for this segment. Real quick, what do you have going on now? Anything with the website? Anything? We have to wrap it up.
Nothing big right now. I'm just drinking some coffee and thinking about what I'm going to eat for lunch. So I think I'm going to hit up the hot and ready's. I got $10 to burn, and I could use a couple of hot and ready's for lunch. So
Sounds
head out,
good.
you know?
Sounds good. Well, Amy, I'm sorry. I hate to cut you off, but that's all the time we have for this segment. Amy from All Day Buffet.
Oh, that's okay.
thank-
I enjoyed the time on the show.
All right. Well, we'll have you back next week. All right.
Okay, have a good one now.
All right. Thank you,
Stay healthy.
Amy. Take care. Amy from All Day Buffet, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be back with another segment. Goodbye, Roger Ebert. Though I never knew at all, you had the grace to give thumbs up or down. You sat there with Gene Siskel. You criticized the films. They set you on the balcony, but now the balcony's closed. Seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before the legends ever did. Goodbye, Ned Funicello. You were a musketeer. You're America's sweetheart, and you took us to the beach. Margaret Thatcher, you were England's Iron Lady. I know that because I watched the movie. You were really cool and one tough woman. Seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. And the burn out long before the legends ever did.
for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another week of weekly entertainment. Make sure to tune in next week. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodbye, Roger Ebert. Though I never knew it all, if you had the grace to give thumbs up or down. You sat there with Jesus go, criticize their friends. They set you on the balcony, but now the balcony